Hello everyone, Miss Kelly here, or you might recognize me as Bella and Liv's mum. So I'm coming to you from my yoga studio. I'm also a yoga teacher and I'd like to share with you a beautiful yoga practice today. But before we get started, let's just start to release the tension from the body by just gently swaying or moving in a way that feels good for you. So getting all the wriggles out, so then we can come down and start our beautiful yoga practice. So you might like to lift the arms up overhead, beautiful, nice and tall, and then coming all the way back down, maybe reaching all the way down to the toes, down to the earth. Lovely work, and then making our way back up again. Well done, and coming to stillness and just gently coming down to a nice comfortable seated position. So it might be resting here with your buttocks on your heels, or maybe crossing the legs, any way that feels comfortable. So it could be with your foot resting by your shin, or if you want to, see how you go picking your foot up gently and just resting it on your thigh. So this is called Siddhasana, and in yoga we use a language called Sanskrit. So I'll introduce some beautiful words for you. So when you're nice and comfortable, just take a moment to notice your posture. So what's your posture again? It's how you present yourself, how you sit up nice and tall. So are you crunched forward or are you nice and upright? Well done. So let's create some space between our ears and our shoulders. So making sure the shoulders are sliding down the back and away from the ears. Lovely. And when you're ready, let's just take a moment for yourself. So I congratulate you guys for all the work that you've been doing. You've been doing so much schoolwork at home, and I'm so proud of all that you've been doing. So firstly, I wanted to share that with you. And secondly, I'd like to give yourself permission to give back to yourself, to feel into your own skin and to connect with that beautiful peace that you can find in here. So you have that place all the time. So just close your eyes, that beautiful, peaceful place within, and notice your breath. So you might think, oh yeah, I can breathe, I breathe all the time and it happens automatically. But see if you can notice it. Is your breath shallow? Is it all the way up here? Or is it nice and deep all the way down to your belly? So we'll be doing a breath exercise today to help you to try and breathe down to the belly. So it really helps you when you have beautiful belly breath. So just notice your breath. Maybe you can hear different sounds around you. And when you're ready, let's take a deep breath in and out through the mouth. 2 more times, a deep breath in and out through the mouth. 1 more time. Well done. And welcome to your beautiful yoga practice. This is a time for you. So a beautiful time to give back to yourself. I know you've been so busy writing or typing. So let's get the body moving and notice how good it feels when you start to move your body and you connect your breath with this lovely movement. So let's just switch the feet over. If you do have one crossed in a particular way, see if you can switch it over. So crossing the legs over, maybe resting a foot near the shin, or if you picked your other foot up before, see how you go picking it up again. Lovely. So let's imagine that we have the invisible string that travels from the base of our spine at the tailbone all the way through the center of the spine, picking us up tall and lifting up. Beautiful. So from the top of your head, we have a space called the crown, which is an energy point, and we're lifting up nice and tall. Well done. And again, notice your shoulders. Let's pick them up and slide them down and back away from the ears. Beautiful work. And when you're ready, let's firstly do some gentle neck exercises. So as we inhale, picking the head up, dropping the chin back, breathing freely as we sweep the chin across the sky from shoulder to shoulder. So you can close your eyes if you like. And notice the movement. Notice how good it feels to stretch and lengthen your neck, the front of the neck here, and also the sides. Well done. Coming back to center again, taking a deep breath in. And this time as we exhale, dropping the chin down the chest and just gently sweeping the chin across the chest from shoulder to shoulder. Notice how good it feels to stretch the back of the neck and also the sides of the neck. Releasing any tension or stress that might have stored in your neck. So when you've been writing a lot and typing a lot, your neck can become stiff. So this is really good for you. And coming back to center again. And when you're ready, let's pick up the shoulders and drop them down. So doing this a few times. Just breathing freely, so your natural rhythm of your breath, just notice it. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, bringing the shoulders forward and back. Lovely. And then coming to stillness, interlacing the fingers and pressing the palms away, nice long arms. And if it feels good, you might like to just gently ease one palm more forward and then the other. Breathing deeply. So we're trying to breathe all the way down to the belly. So when we have belly breaths, it helps us feel nice and restored. Beautiful. And when you're ready, coming to stillness, lifting the arms up on the inhale, breathing freely. And if you like, you can look up at your fingertips. Notice what your body is doing. Notice that your arms are nice and long. You're lengthening the front of your neck. And you're looking up at your fingertips and you're also stretching your fingers. Well done. And then bringing the arms back down. So this is all about being mindful, being aware of what your body is doing. Releasing the hands, interlacing the fingers behind us, and then see how you go pressing the palms away. So it's like you're trying to reach with your palms as far back as you can, arms as long as they can be, breathing freely. Well done, and just gently starting to ease forward a little so the arms start to lift up. Nice and gentle with our yoga practice. So we never want to come into any pain, easing back to center again. Well done. And when you're ready, we're just gently going to start to turn the head to the right and nod. Breathing freely. Lovely, coming back to center, turning the head over the left shoulder and nodding. Beautiful, coming back to center again. Well done. So we'll cross the legs again in the opposite direction so you don't get sore legs from sitting for too long. And again, notice your posture again. Beautiful work. And then we're just gently easing the left arm down onto the mat. Now, if this seems like a long way to go, that's okay. Just come into the fingertips if you like. And then we're reaching up the right arm as tall as we can, looking up at the fingertips. And if it feels okay now, maybe you might like to come onto your forearm. And if you'd like a little bit more, we can start to open up the right side of the body just by gently easing the right arm over to the left a little more. So you're stretching the right side of your body and it feels really good. Deep, beautiful breaths. Beautiful, floating back to center. And let's switch to the opposite side. So maybe initially coming onto the fingertips. Inhale, lifting up the left arm. And then if it feels okay, maybe resting onto the forearm. And gently easing over to the right side. This time we're stretching the left side of your body. Feels really good, so we're expanding the muscles in between the ribs, bringing beautiful fresh oxygen into the body. And then when you're ready, coming back to center. Well done. And now for some beautiful breath work. Notice your posture again, rolling the shoulders back. And then let's imagine that we're trying to blow up a balloon in our bellies. So imagine there's a balloon in here all the way down at the bottom of the belly. And as we take a deep breath in, we're expanding that balloon, blowing it up. And as we exhale, we're releasing all the air so there's nothing left. So let's work through this for 3 rounds. So when you're ready, take a deep, beautiful breath in like you're expanding a balloon in your belly. And exhale, releasing all the air from the belly. And again, a deep, beautiful breath like you're blowing up a balloon in your belly. And exhale. And again, a deep, beautiful breath into the belly, blowing up your balloon. And exhale. Well done. And just give yourselves a little pat on the back or a little hug. So well done, guys, for doing so much excellent work these past couple of weeks. I know it's not easy not seeing your friends, but you're doing such a great job. So now when you're ready, we're just gently going to float the hands down to the knees. We're picking up the right hand, resting it on the left knee, and then we're sunshining the left arm nice and big and all the way behind us, looking over the left shoulder. So notice what your spine is doing here. Your spine is twisting. So have some deep breaths here, deep, beautiful breaths. See if you can keep that posture, and I'll just explain to you while you're keeping that posture. It's like you're twisting out all of the yucky things that are stored inside your organs. So it really is good for your digestive system to do these beautiful spinal twists. So keep going where you are, deep, beautiful breaths, looking over the left shoulder. And when you're ready, floating back. And for the opposite side. So when you're ready, floating left hand to the right knee, sun shining right arm nice and big behind you, looking over this time over your right shoulder, breathing freely. So again, this is so good for your internal organs, getting rid of anything that you don't need in there anymore. Breathing deeply and freely, and then floating back to center. Well done. So let's start to be a little bit more energized. So we're coming onto all fours now. So it doesn't matter if you don't have a yoga mat, you can just use the floor where you are. And then making sure that we have the correct posture here. So we have 2 fists and we're floating them down to make sure that we have about 2 fist distance between the knees. And you might see the knees are on top of the hips here, underneath the hips I should say. And we're checking our alignment, so making sure wrists are under elbows, elbows are under shoulders. Well done. Coming into cow and cat. So when you're ready, taking a deep breath in, tucking the tailbone up, looking up, and then exhale, dropping the head, curving spine. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, falling back down. Lovely, deep, beautiful breath as you pick up your tailbone. And exhale as you curve the spine. So you can do this as many times as you like. Just notice how your spine feels. So we're freeing up your spine. You're getting rid of any stiffness in the back. It feels really good. Beautiful. So this is our cow posture as we tuck the tailbone up. And this is the cat posture. And then coming back to a nice neutral spine. Well done. And when you're ready, we're just gently going to float the hands a little bit closer to the front of the mat. And we're going to move the body freely. So this is a really, really nice exercise. It feels so good. So imagine the number 8. We're going to paint the number 8 with our bodies. I'll talk you through it. So when you're ready, let's bring the weight forward. So we're coming over our right wrist and then slipping over to the left wrist. And as we exhale, dropping back, so the buttocks is coming over the right heel, then sliding over to the left heel and continuing. So it's like you're painting the number 8, moving freely. So really think about what your body is doing and how you're moving. Connecting your breath with your movement here. So connecting the breath. So inhale as you come over the wrists. Exhale as you drop back. Beautiful. And when you're ready, let's go in the opposite direction. Exhale as you sink back. Inhale as you come forward. Well done. And hopefully it feels really good for you. So it's like you're painting the number 8. Well done. And when you're ready, we're coming back to a nice neutral spine. So we'll bring the hands underneath. So we're all aligned again, under the shoulders. And then when you're ready, we're tucking the toes under, picking the knees up, and coming into downward facing dog. So your downward dog might look a little different, and that's totally fine. So we're trying to pick the tailbone up nice and tall, having nice long straight arms, and it's fine if you have a bend in your knees. It doesn't matter if the heels aren't touching the mat here, but we can ease the heels one by one, breathing freely. Remember those deep, beautiful breaths. Notice that you're stretching the backs of your legs. So if you've been sitting for a long time, this exercise might feel really good for you because you're stretching and lengthening your legs. Maybe shaking out the head, yes, yes, no, no, so you don't have any tension in your neck. Well done. Let's come to stillness. And just gently start to walk the toes closer and closer to the front of the mat. And eventually, they're coming to meet your hands. Well done. And then when you're ready, let's just gently sway from side to side. So you can imagine you're an elephant swaying your trunk. Maybe again, shaking out your head. Yes, yes, no, no. Any movement that feels good. Lovely. Coming to stillness. And then when you're ready, we're crossing the wrists slightly. And then we're just gentle bending the knees as we start to roll up, nice and slowly. Nice and slowly. Beautiful. Rolling the shoulders back. Arms are nice and long. Now just notice how you're standing. We're not just standing there like this. We're active. So the legs are switched on. So if you touch your leg, see if it's nice and tight. Beautiful. Shoulders are again down and away from the ears. Arms are nice and long. Palms are facing forward. So it's like we're just gently trying to tuck up the pelvis towards the lower rib cage. So you start to switch on your tummy muscles or your core. Deep, beautiful breath. And notice how you feel. Hopefully you're starting to feel really good. So we have beautiful natural chemicals in our brain that start to flow through our body when we do yoga. And let's do a round of sun salutations. You may or may not have done this before, and that's okay, I'll talk you through it. So when you're ready, let's bring the hands in towards the center into prayer position. And lifting the arms up overhead, nice and tall. If you like, you can drop your head back. And then sunshining the arms open, maybe into a hallelujah stretch. Beautiful. If you like, you can drop your head back. And then lifting the arms up again and folding forward like you have a hinge at your hips. And again, just gently swaying from side to side, nice and relaxed. Any movement that feels good for you. So it's like you're coming into a ragdoll flop. So you're folding forward. There's no tension at all in the bodies. And then coming to stillness, let's float the hands to the shins. And as we inhale, nice flat back, long arms, beautiful, looking up. And then exhale, dropping back down. And when you're ready, on the next inhale, let's pick up the left leg. And you can lunge back. So by a lunge, I mean a nice long leg with your left leg. And just notice my right leg here. See how I'm not too far forward? And I'm not too far back. I have 90 degrees here. Beautiful. And if this is too much for you, you can always lower the left knee and flatten out the foot. But see how you go? I challenge you to come onto your toes and really kick back with the left heel so you're nice and engaged and strong. Well done. And then when you're ready, let's flatten the hands down. And on the next inhale, pick up the right foot and meet your left. So this might look familiar for you. We're coming into plank. So you've probably done this before in sport. So see how strong you are. If it's too much, you can always float down the knees at any time. If you want to challenge yourself, see if you can stay up a little bit longer. Well done. And then dropping the knees, sinking back. So we're coming into what we call child's pose. And with child's pose, you rest the middle of your brow on the mat here. Beautiful. If you want to, you can always float the arms so they're facing behind you and really allow your arms to be nice and relaxed here. So your shoulders might roll forward slightly. Deep, beautiful breaths. Notice your heartbeat. Maybe your heart is starting to pick up a little, and that's okay. We've created more energy in our bodies, more heat in our bodies. So when you've had a little rest, let's focus on our breath. Deep breath in and down. A loving breath in and down. Beautiful. Let's come back to neutral spine again. And when you're ready, we'll tuck the toes under and push back into our dog again. So this is called Adho Mukha Shavasana. It's a funny word, isn't it? So it's the Indian language for yoga, which means downward facing dog. So pushing each heel one by one. And then when you're ready, come into stillness. And next time as we inhale, let's pick up the left leg nice and tall. And you can either step it through a few times until you come for your lunge, or you might like to swing it through in one go. See how you go. Well done. So it doesn't matter if you fall. It doesn't matter if you can't do it straight away. It's all learning. And one day you'll be able to do it. Breathing freely. Notice how strong you are. Well done. And then when you're ready, let's pick up the right foot to meet the left. Marching action. Each heel one by one. Coming to stillness, a little bend in the knees here. We'll cross the wrists over and just start to roll up nice and slowly. So you're mindful of your spine. Rolling the shoulders back. Beautiful. Arms by your side again. So we're not just relaxing here, we're active. So notice, are your legs switched on? Are your shoulders away from your ears? And notice your breath. Is your breath a little bit short here? It probably is, and that's because we've been doing a dynamic movement. So let's try to restore the breath. 3 deep breaths out of the mouth. Deep inhale. Awesome work. So you might notice that we've just worked the left side of the body, and now we have to do the same exercises on the right side of the body so we balance both sides, and we're balancing our brains also. So when you're ready, coming to the front of the mat again, and let's bring in so much love into our hearts, coming into prayer position with our hands, lifting up again, looking up the fingers, and then opening up wide like the sun is shining in the sky. If you like, you can drop your head back. And lifting up again and folding forward. So you might like to sway here, relaxing the arms, imagining an elephant swinging its trunk from side to side. And then coming to stillness, length with the arms. So maybe your arms are coming to your shins here. Inhale, looking up, nice flat back, nice long arms. Exhale, fold. Well done. On the next inhale, we're working the opposite side. So we're picking up the right leg and lunging back. Excellent work. So just see how you feel. Maybe this side feels a little bit different to the left side. And if it does, if it's too much, you can always lower the back leg if that feels okay. Otherwise, challenge yourself to be nice and strong. Remember your breath. So your breath helps you. Not only in yoga, it also helps you with your life. So if you feel stressed or worried, focus on deep belly breaths. It really helps. And then when you're ready, let's float down the palms of the hands. On the next inhale, picking up the left foot to meet the right. So we're in our plank again, aren't we? So notice your whole body is working here. It is very, very strong. So if it's too much, you can always lower down the knees at any time. Otherwise, see if you can challenge yourself by staying here. Remember the breath. And then dropping the knees, excellent work. Sinking the buttocks back and coming into child's pose again. Our resting posture with the third eye or the middle of the brow is resting down on the earth. And you can have your arms nice and relaxed by your sides if you like, allowing the shoulders to just relax. And notice your heart rate, notice your breath rate. So let's try to restore it with 3 deep, beautiful breaths. Deep inhale, exhale, loving breath in and out. One more time. Well done. And when you're ready, coming back to nice neutral spine, tabletop. And when you're ready, we're tucking the toes under, picking the knees up again. So you're in downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana, our Sanskrit word or the Indian language for downward facing dog. See if you can ease each heel one by one. So it's like you're walking your doggy out, stretching behind the legs, and notice how good it feels. Well done. And then when you're ready, come into stillness. On the next inhale, picking the right leg up nice and tall, and you can either step it through a couple of times or see how you go as you breathe out, swinging the leg through. How did you go? Well done. Notice how strong you are with your legs, nice and strong. Noticing that you're not too far forward and you're not too far back, you're about 90 degrees again. Excellent work. And when you're ready, on the next inhale, let's pick up the left leg to meet the right. Marching action by picking up each heel one by one, breathing freely, so we're never holding on to the breath. The breath is flowing naturally and deeply. And then coming to stillness, we're almost there, well done everyone. Crossing the wrists over nice and slightly, and just gently rolling back up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and carefully with your spine. Rolling the shoulders back again, arms by your sides, switching on your legs, tucking the pelvis up slightly towards the lower rib cage so you're switching on your tummy muscles. And just allow a beautiful, gentle smile to fall on your face. Notice how happy you feel. Notice how good it feels to move your body. And notice how still your mind is. And that's because you've been focusing on moving your body with your breath. Well done. So let's take 3 deep breaths out of the mouth. Deep inhale, exhale, deep inhale. Beautiful. Let's bring in all that beautiful, loving energy into our hearts. Let's lift up again and coming into that lovely open expression. Beautiful. If you like, you can arch back. Lifting up again. And let's bring our hands to our heart space. So allowing your prayer hands to rest near your heart. Notice your shoulders. Are they up here? Or are they down and sliding away from your ears? Excellent work, everyone. Be proud of yourself for moving your body, for having this time to connect with yourself. And you might even find that you felt really good within. So that's the beauty of yoga. And let's just gently come down to sitting any way that feels good for you. Thank you so much for taking this time out of your day. It's been my absolute pleasure to share with you. I'm going to bow forward as I say to you again, Namaste. So the goodness in me sees the goodness in each and every one of you. Well done again, and just remember, if you need to, you always have your breath to make you feel nice and calm and relaxed. So remember the belly breathing, blowing up the balloon in the belly. It will really help you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.